What is up, everybody? It is Wick here, and I'm back at it, thrifting, looking for things I can buy and sell on eBay and places. Also got a rummage sale I'm going to be going to in this video, so I'll show you everything I found at the end. Some good finds today. So here's a, what is it? One of those vegetable, I want to say grinders. Food processing, vegetable food processing things. Some of those are worth pretty good money. I've sold them before for $40, $80, just depends on the brand. That was not a good brand, so I left it. Check this out though, this Yahtzee handheld game, $3.99, brand new sealed, it's working. And yeah, I sell those on Amazon for really big money. Got a few other things in the cart, but yeah, I've already sold that Yahtzee game. I think I sold it for like $120, $130, something like that on Amazon. So made some incredible profit on that. Here is this gym chair exercise thing. It was $20. I looked it up. I can make some money on it. It's new. It is one of those made for TV type items, which sometimes can get removed from eBay because they really push to have their brand names protected and all that. Still, I'll give it a shot. It's going to be fairly easy to ship. I'll just ship it in the box it's in, slap a label on it. In this Goodwill, I am checking out some, well, here's a paper punch thing. I don't know crafts very well. I don't know what the proper term for that is, but I know that stuff can be expensive. That was $8, brand new, so I looked it up. There was only one comp of a pre-owned one that sold, so I'll give it a shot. So here I see these Lionel Christmas bulbs, brand new sealed, and I thought these were going to be really good, a really good find. No, I looked them up. They're just not. I had to leave them. No money to be made, even at the price of only $7.99. Now here's these M&M vintage string lights. Quite a bit of them there. And I do pick up all of those. They were $5 a piece. Some other interesting items, like these dishes that I looked up. Just really no money in them. They're not really selling. So over here, I see some more of these Lionel train set bulbs, Christmas decorations. And yeah, when I first flipped these over, I thought, oh, Goodwill's going to price these like $20, $30. And then I saw the price and I got excited. Then I looked them up and my excitement went away. They just weren't selling. I even priced it like $15. I did find this blue Rawlings baseball glove. It's pretty good though. So I'll pick up that. Here's a KitchenAid item. Yeah, this one's not too great. Goodwill prices that stuff high as well. $3.99 for this sealed, I believe, soccer card set. Now, I sold that exact one. I recently picked up at, well, this same Goodwill a couple months ago. I paid 99 cents for that, though. Sold those cards for like $10. So not great. At $3.99, I'm not picking them up to sell for $10 because I would lose money. But $1, I still made a few dollars. I thought I would get more. I guess I didn't look at the comps close enough. I thought I was going to sell them for 15, but there's just too many people selling them for 10. Here's a box. It says meat grinder on it. Better check it. Hey, it's one of these King Cutter units. Now, I just found one of these recently. I found two in the same week. And I've already sold one for like $40. So, yeah, happy to find that one. It's pretty good condition. It was only $5.99. So here's the rummage sale I went to. Now, this is one of the larger rummage sales I go to in the year. Usually have good stuff, but there's so many people. And this year, honestly, it was not that good. Usually I can make a full video going to this rummage sale because I find plenty. This year, I'm just like, wow, this is kind of, would make a poor video if I was to just have it as one video. So I'm combining it in this thrifting video. And I've already found some stuff. I got a bag full and I'm just walking through to see if there's anything else I can find. When there's this much stuff, there's always something, right? And this rummage sale also prices stuff a bit high compared to a lot of them. They have a section where they put all the, valuable stuff they think's valuable, like the vintage collectibles or antiques, stuff like that. So, boy, that woman's killing it, isn't she? She's got a full cart there. So I'm walking back through and there's some electronics here. There's some interesting looking things. This brother thing I already checked out, not worth it. This little TV, maybe a little bit of money. Sound bar, which is on the Walmart brand. Some of these speakers and stuff were priced too high. However, there is something I find here. And it's one of these Creative Labs, just portable sound Bluetooth things. And it was only $1, so I picked it up. Surprisingly worth a lot more than I thought. It's right here. I find it right at the end. Going to make some good profit on that. But let me show you everything I did find. Some good finds nonetheless. Here are my treasures. Let me show you what I got today. I'll start up here with this Pathfinder card game. The decks inside are sealed. I don't know if they're all there. I'm going to try to figure it out. It was $6.99, surprisingly not worth much, but I bought it mostly just to have and put in the board game collection. Here is this new with tag Squirtle Pokemon toy. I paid $4.99 for it. It looks like with the tag, I should be able to sell it for at least $30 plus shipping based on some other comps that I saw. Then right here is this chair gym. This was $20 at Goodwill. It is new inside and I checked it out on eBay. It looks like it's going to be worth selling. Should be to sell it new between $80 and $100 plus shipping. This is something I'll just slap a label on the box and ship it as is. I've sold exercise equipment like that in the past if it's new. So it's going to be pretty easy to deal with and I'll make some good profit. So I stopped at a Rummage sale that I was just going to record a separate video for, just have a Rummage sale video because I figured I'd find a lot more, but I didn't really find a whole lot, so I just threw it in this haul. There's a lot of stuff there. This is one of the biggest Rummage sales of the year. It's just the quality of stuff wasn't that great. And some of the stuff I just bought blind because I wasn't finding much, hoping it would be better. Kind of like this phone here, this amplified telephone, which I've talked about these. Some of them can be really big money. I wasn't sure about this one, but $1.50, I threw it in the bag, and I think I can make a little bit of money. You know, it's going to be like $10 profit, honestly. Nothing special at all. If it's something I looked up at Goodwill or a thrift store before I bought it, I probably wouldn't buy it. Below it is the first thing I picked up, this JVC DVD VCR combo for $5, and I could not see if it was the recorder. The JVC DVD recorder like this sells for about $300 is what I've sold them for. So it's always exciting when I find these. However, this is just a basic one. Honestly, probably going to be able to sell it for $50 plus shipping since it doesn't have the remote. Still definitely worth a shot at $5. Then I knew these aren't worth much money. I've come across them sealed in the past, but for $3, I went ahead and grabbed it. This is another item I'll probably make about $10 profit on. For $4, I picked up these 4 handheld radio walkie-talkie things. I'll make $20 in this box, so it's not a bad pickup by any means. It's got the chargers in there. They're not high-end ones. I'll honestly make more than 20, but we'll just estimate 20 for this video. Paid $1 for this. It's a camera for a doorbell setup. It's new in there, but it's just like some Chinese off-brand. Still, I'm thinking I'm going to make at least $10 on that. Then I picked up this tournament backgammon. I knew this wasn't worth a whole lot either, but you know what? I remember selling one of these, this exact one before. So I'm like, for 50 cents is what I paid for it. I'll just grab it. Hopefully I make some money. You know, it's one of those things I'll probably make about $10 profit on this as well. I would never buy it at Goodwill or somewhere for $2 or $3, but for 50 cents, you know, I get a little bit more money. And then the final thing I picked up at that Rummage sale was this Sound Blaster Roar. And I was on my 5th or 6th pass through just hoping to find something. I looked at this and I'm like, Sound Blaster, who is a company that usually makes like sound cards for computers. This is just like a Bluetooth little speaker system. I'm like, this could be something. Paid $1 for it. I'm glad I did. It looks like I can probably sell that for $75, $80. So even though there wasn't a lot of great things at this Rummage sale, you know, I'm still making great profit on all the stuff from the sale. But also I had to stand in line a long time and deal with hundreds of people. And that's another thing. You never know the people at that sale, like other people could have picked up some amazing things. It's just, there's so much going on. It's hard to tell what you actually did miss. I guess now I'll talk about a garage sale I stopped at. Woman was selling a bunch of stuff out of her garage, just had boxes of kind of loose stuff laying everywhere. And I ended up getting this Vans Hawk hat for $1. I saw this selling for $40, or I should say I saw it listed for $40. I didn't see any comps for it. The only one I saw was the one listed for $40. So I'll come in at like $30 and see if I can get a sale on that. At $1, I think I'll make some sort of money at some point. Then we got this Sure Shot 115U2 Canon camera for 25 cents. And I should be able to sell that. What was it? I think $45, $50 when I looked up the comps. So pretty good camera. And I was digging in a basket with just these like knickknacks and keychains. And I found a Super Nintendo controller. 25 cents is what I paid for it. So of course I took it. And I was digging in another box. There's a bunch of empty iPhone cases I was opening to make sure there wasn't iPhones in them. A bunch of cables, a bunch of small like electronics like alarm clocks, power adapters, you know, those kind of boxes, you see them all the time. None of the iPhones were in the boxes and I couldn't find anything worthwhile, so I just started looking at other stuff. Looked over, another guy was digging through that box. Right when I looked over, he pulled out a yellow Game Boy Color. Just unbelievable that I did not see that in there. Talk about how frustrating, right? And I did do a lot of digging in a lot of boxes because once I found the Super Nintendo controller, I'm like, hey, there could be more game stuff. Sure enough, there was. Oh, I also picked up these Tupperware canisters because they were a quarter. There's 3 of them there. They're inside of each other. You know, these vintage canisters, they sell okay. Usually when I find them, I think there's the sets, an actual set of 4. I only have 3 of them. Usually when I see them at garage sales, you know, they're wanting $2 or $3 a piece. Once you get like $12 into it, they're not really worth selling because I think they sell for like $20 plus shipping, something like that. The yellow is the basic style. You know, if you have the darker colors or the blue, something like that, you get a bit more money for them. You know, at a quarter, I just picked them up. It's one of those days where I wasn't finding the greatest stuff, I guess, right? So I ended up picking up these. And a lot of times it is the prices with this kind of stuff. It's like, oh, I know I can make, you know, at least $15 profit, maybe 20. They're a little dirty. You have to magic eraser them real quick. That takes time. You know, sometimes when stuff's priced like that, you just kind of fall into it. Oddly enough, I saw a set of 4 of the dark green ones at the Rummage sale, but I didn't get to them in time. They're up on a stage stacked, and they put their vintage stuff up on a stage and priced it a bit higher. So I'm assuming they had those priced, so I wouldn't want to buy them anyway. But then the last thing I got at that garage sale I stopped at was this Thomas the Tank Engine stuff. I paid $2 for it. Quite a bit of train parts in there. And I think I'll make at least $20 profit on that. So for paying $2, worth picking up. I think this is even new. It was sealed, but it was only selling for $15 anyway. So I'll probably just lot it all together. Okay, back to some stuff I found at Goodwill. I got this King Cutter food processor kit here, and I've found these and sold them before. Usually get between $40 and $50. This one has 5 of the cutters, cutter cylinders, whatever they're called. It's in pretty good condition. However, the guard that goes on top, it's missing the little steel dowel rod that goes in there, which isn't a big deal. I think a lot of people probably don't even use that guard because it just gets in the way. But I'm just going to price it $40 plus shipping. Picked up some decent shoe deals. I got these Fitville shoes. They're in really good condition. And I found a new pair of Fitville somewhat recently. I believe I sold those for like $40. Paid $5 for them at Goodwill, so I think I'm going to make, you know, at least $15 profit on them. They're clean. They're ready to go. Same with these Skechers work shoes. I've found and sold these before. Comps are a little wild when you look at them. Sometimes people try selling them for $15. Other times people are selling them for $40. I think I can sell these Skechers shoes for at least $25, $30. I paid $5 for them. They're in good condition. I can't remember what I sold the last pair for. And then check this out. I got a pair of Danner boots, and these are actually in pretty good condition. They got some toe wear, but if you take black shoe polish, cleans them up very nicely, makes them look great. Other than that, just good condition all around. And I've sold Danner boots for upwards to $100. These are more basic, like not their high-end models or anything like that. Still, I paid $5 for them. I think I can sell them for $40 plus shipping. So between the shoes and the boots here, it's going to be some good profit when you add it up. So check this out. I got a Steam controller, and I was pretty excited when I saw this, right? Because I wanted one of these. I remember putting in an order on some sort of big sale they had where I was going to be getting one for like $10 or something like that. And then mine never shipped. I guess they ran out or whatever. So this was an instant buy for me. Unfortunately, I thought this was Bluetooth, but it does take a dongle. And it does not have the dongle. And dongles are expensive. They're like $22 on eBay. I can sell this without the dongle for $30 plus shipping, right? It looks like. With the dongle, I saw some comps to these selling for around $75. I might order a dongle just to try it out to see if it's a controller I want to use. But with me holding it and kind of just holding it in my hand, I wasn't impressed by the way it feels. The buttons here just feel too small, like my thumb's fat, like I'm going to be hitting 2 buttons at once a lot. So even if I do buy a dongle to test it and I decide I don't like it, I'm getting my money back by just selling it all. But profit in the end, I think would be right around $20. So certainly worth picking up. Here's this glove, Rawlings Blue, $2.99 is what I paid for it. I found that the color gloves, like the blue and the red ones, always sell better. I believe that's because sometimes they need them for different team colors. At least that's what I've heard in the past. It was looking like about a $30 glove, $30 plus shipping, so great pickup at $2.99. So here is this punch system cartridge. I don't know what it goes for exactly. The only comps I found for this one was one that sold used for $15 plus shipping. So with this one being new, I figured I'd make at least $15 profit selling it. So I'll take it. Here's a pretty good pickup. I got these vintage M&M Christmas lights. I'm not sure if these are new. The tape you can see here is just kind of falling apart and coming undone anyway. The way they're packaged kind of looks like they are new because, oh boy, I bet it would be hard to get these back in this cleanly. But it doesn't really matter because they're going to be good profit. I'll probably do lots of 3. I got 6 of them here. I can sell one box for like 25, 30 bucks, I think, shipped. Even if the lights don't work, these pop off and can be used on other lights. So I saw people just selling the M&M pieces without even the lights, and they were getting like $60, $70 for a bunch of them like this. You know, I think I'm making at least $100 here selling these, so phenomenal pickup. Speaking of phenomenal pickups, we got this handheld Yahtzee game. I've talked about these in the past. As an Amazon seller, you can sell these used for about $35, $40, sometimes $45. There's not a lot of other people selling them. I don't know who's buying them, who wants to pay that much, but they do sell. I've sold a lot. When you find them new as an Amazon seller, it's even better because you're clearing $100 easy. I think these currently was like $130, something like that new. But the only way I can sell them on Amazon new like this is the package is very clean, like it is. And the battery that's included is working. I can give you a warning if you're selling these handheld games and the trial battery is not working. It may just be dead or it may have exploded and destroyed the unit. You can see I paid $3.99 for it. I learned my lesson a long time ago when I first started selling on Amazon. I sold a handheld game. The battery didn't work as new. Someone got it, opened it. The battery had exploded in it. Luckily, I was just able to apologize and say that, you know, was unable to tell since it was new and they understood, but could have been a lot worse, I guess, if they left bad feedback. Anyway, I'm going to make at least $100 profit on this Yahtzee game. So happy to find another one. I remember finding one at a garage sale for $0.25. I remember getting one at Salvation Army right before it closed. I paid $1 or $2 for it. It didn't work. I still sold on eBay for $60 with the dead battery in it. So anytime you find these, whether you just sell on eBay or wherever, you can make money on them. Then finally, I just got this Skip Bow dice. You know, Phase 10 dice is a huge moneymaker. Skip Bow dice, can make you some money, at least on Amazon. It's a bit slower of a seller. It's not as desirable as like Phase 10 dice, but still, I'm thinking it was like $20 profit I can make on it, so it's complete. I just checked it real quick before I bought it. Should be some pretty easy profits. There it is, everybody. That is the haul for today. I really want to thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the video, you know what to do. Hit that like button for me. Takes a second just before you leave. You can find me on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok, flipping_junk. This has been Wick. Till next time.